got a twist in my arm, and you know that I'm satisfied. Honey, there ain't no need preaching to the choir like that. No, honey, there ain't no need for you preaching to the choir like that. And you don't have to die for me to prove your love. Ain't got no bonfire to keep me burning up, and you don't have to climb no mountain top. Honey, be true. Honey, be true to me.
Good evening, everybody. All right, if everybody wants to find their seats, and welcome to the 24th annual KINO Short Film Festival here in lovely Moscow, Idaho. My name is Russ Mafe, and I am the director of the film and television program at the University of Idaho, and it is so good to see so many faces here coming out to support our culture of filmmaking here in the Pacific Northwest. I can't thank you enough. Let's get a round of applause for you all for being here. And of course, big thanks to everybody out there on our live stream for tuning in as well. We've got some amazing films that I am really excited to share with you tonight. But first, we need to give a big shout out to a number of our sponsors without whom this event would not be possible. These are wonderful businesses and organizations in our community that support the arts, support our cultural scene here in Moscow. So let's give major rounds of applause to the Moscow Food Co-op, Tri-State Outfitters, our friends across the street at One World Cafe, Tie-Dye Everything, who provided the tie-dye shirts tonight, the Monarch Motel, the Palouse Cult Film Festival, and Nectar. We also need to give a big shout out to the School of Journalism and Mass Media, who pays our salaries, and who is a major, major sponsor of this event. And I think we have Robin Johnson in the house rocking the tie-dye from last year. Thank you, Robin, for your support. And our major funder tonight is the Idaho Arts Committee, the University of Idaho Arts Committee, who has provided us a grant to help bring this festival to life. So yeah. And more thanks, of course, are going to go to our crew in the event management and planning class and part of our public relations major here, who have been planning this event for months. Under the guidance of Professor Caitlin Cieslik-Miskimen. And we need to give a big shout out, of course, to my colleague and friend, Mr. Kyle Howerton. And finally, of course, the place we are at. Let's give a big round of applause for the Kenworthy Performing Arts Center, our partner in bringing this event to life. So thank you so much to the Kenworthy. And as part of that partnership, we're really excited, as part of this year's keynote, to also bring a little programming tomorrow. Working with the Kenworthy, we brought a indie horror film called Black Mold that's going to be playing here tomorrow for free, 2 p.m. So you should definitely come and check that out. And we have in the house the writer-director of that film, John Pata. John, are you here? Hey! All right, so John's going to be here for Q&A tomorrow, and he has graciously served as a guest judge for the Kino, so he's helped curate many of the short films you're going to see tonight. So you all are probably anxious to see some movies, so let me just explain to you how things are going to work tonight. We have 17 short films for you tonight from all around the Pacific Northwest, including several films produced by students in our University of Idaho film and TV program. All right, so the films are organized into 3 acts, so we'll watch an act of short films, and then we'll pause for a minute, and we'll have time for Q&A with some of the filmmakers who are in the house. And then at the end of the last Q&A, we'll give out some awards tonight. There is an audience choice award. So as the show programs gets running, you can start using that QR code on your program to vote for your favorite film that you see tonight. And you'll have up until the end of the last Q&A session to vote. So make sure that you're thinking about which one you want to vote for. So without further ado then, let's watch some movies.
Dude, check it. You think she's hot?
Bro, that one.
You think the curtains match the drapes? Bro! Fuck, dude! What the fuck? Watch it.
Kids these days, bro, fucking reaching for a pen.
Fucking stupid shit. Dude, I don't give a fucking know.
Hi, I'll just get a large Americano and I'll grab the person behind me too. Jesus fuck, Baker.
Look at my nails. I got them done for formal tonight. They're gonna look so good with the dress. And you're gonna help pay for them? That is so kind of you. What's up?
Max is sick again. This is all I have to help.
Hey, one time's good. We could have a bake sale.
You know how to bake.
Good point. What about a lemonade stand?
Yeah, if we sell them for $15 a cup.
We could run a carnival game. You know, one of those scammy ones that's impossible to win. Cup game?
guys got going on here?
It's for charity. The money goes to,
Animal shelter to feed the hungry strays. It's very sad.
I'll give it a go. Left.
Hey, don't stress, man. You get another guess.
Let's go middle. It's gotta be. What? The fuck?
Hey, man, you can't
What?
do that.
Yo.
Get a load of this. He really couldn't remember the code to get into his own house. Seriously, you'd think a nice fraternity would have better security than that. What are you gonna do, break in? Robin?
Baker.
Uh-huh. See how that works out for you. Own house. Seriously, you'd think a nice fraternity would have better security than that. What are you gonna do, break in? Robin?
Baker.
Uh-huh. See how that works out for you.
Preston, look what I got at the store today.
Not right now, Jay. I'm in the middle of... Fuck! How is he not dead? I shot him like 8 times.
Hey, look, it's super cool. It can hold to 50 darts. And look, the barrel even spins.
Are you kidding me? How is that possible?
So, I was thinking we could finally have our Nerf war. You know, the one we talked about?
Yeah, that sounds fun, Jay, but I actually left my blaster at Eric's.
You can use one of mine. I don't mind.
Yeah, but yours are bad. That's why you lose.
Are not.
They suck, dude. I'll tell you what. You go get my blaster from Eric's, then I'll play with you.
But Eric hates me.
No, he doesn't.
He put dandruff in my soup at the family
Look,
reunion.
do you want to play or not?
Fine. Will you at least give me a ride there?
I would, but I have to finish up my summer reading for Lit 101.
You haven't even touched it.
I was going to right after this. I'm taking a brain break.
A brain break. What even is that?
Whatever, dude, just go. Oh, and I'm actually headed to Sean's at 7:30, so it's going to have to be before then.
Later, loser. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No. Hi.
Jade, Dino Nugget?
No time. I need a ride. Are your parents home?
They're out on a date night. What do you need a ride for?
I was trying to get to Eric's house, but then there was a nail in the handlebars, and do you know anyone who could get me there?
Broke your finger at your birthday party, Eric?
Yes, Colin, that's the one.
He told me Ditto couldn't be my favorite Pokemon because he's lame and useless.
He's the worst, I know, but please, Colin, I really need help.
Well, you are talking to the 6th grade regional science fair winner. So, the secret to any great project? Duct tape. Trust me, I'm like a genius, basically.
And you're sure this will work?
No, but it'll probably be fine.
Hey, thanks, Colin. I owe you.
Don't mention it. Just punch Eric in the face or something for me. That'd be good.
Deal.
What the hell do you want?
I just came to get Preston's Nerf blaster. Be quick, in and out. Don't have to talk to me.
Not so fast, Gade.
That's not even creative.
I stole the thing fair and square. You think I'm just gonna let you walk in here and take it?
Fine, Eric. What do you want to exchange? I'll do anything.
Anything? That's a big promise. What do you consider leaving? You know, actually, I have this girl coming over, and my room's a complete mess.
You?
Look, do you want your stupid thing or not?
Fine.
Good luck.
Come on, please, please pick up.
At the tone, please record your message.
Hey, Preston, I'm really trying. I don't think I'll be able to get your Nerf blaster or get home on time. Eric's making me clean his whole room. If I get it, maybe we could play sometime before you leave next weekend? Okay, bye. No way.
Hey! Where the hell are you going?
Preston, what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you, dude.
Oh, you didn't have to do it. I just wanted to play. If you don't have time before you leave this weekend.
Oh, you're on!
Okay, I surrendered.
You can't surrender. I've got to take advantage of the fact this thing holds 50 darts and has a rotating barrel.
Hey, thanks for coming to pick me up.
Whatever. We should probably get back home. Mom's probably worried sick. Look, Jade.
You look like you're about to cry.
No, I don't. Shut up.
Do too.
Whatever. It's just... I'm sorry I haven't hung out with you more. I've been kind of a shitty brother, and... Dude, are you even listening?
Yeah. I know I'm just your annoying little sister or whatever, but...
How about this? You keep my Nerf blaster. It's better than yours anyway, and... as soon as I come in the door for Easter, we'll have the biggest Nerf battle ever.
Deal.
Okay, you better start practicing then. There's no way I'm not gonna win.
In your dreams.
Hey, Slowpoke.
Oh, wait.
What the hell did you do to my bike?
You don't like it?
Soft winds, breeze on by. Soft winds, soft winds. Soft winds, soft winds. Fly on by.
Olivia. Olivia.
Yes?
The grieving process can be very difficult, but I'm gonna do my best to guide you through this, okay? The loss of a loved one, well, it can feel impossible to overcome. Shows a lot of strength on your part to seek help.
It wasn't my idea. My brother insisted.
Mm-hmm. I've written in your file that you've been sharing this grief with him. It's Anthony, right? Could you tell me about your relationship with Anthony?
Who taught you how to do this?
Took me a couple tries to learn, but it was Dad. I miss him so much.
Hey, it's okay. I miss them too.
If I just... I was supposed to pick them up.
Don't do that.
If I hadn't been late, then they'd be...
Stop. You can't blame yourself, Liv. They always believed in you. We should head to the funeral.
Why do you never answer my calls?
We all handle things in our own way. And I'm not always going to be here to help you. Now come on. Aunt Martha's waiting out front.
No, not Aunt Martha.
Yes.
The one with like 3 teeth.
I think it's down to just 2 now.
Oh, it's so gross.
She keeps the rest of them in a jar.
Stop. Ew.
It seems your brother's presence has been essential to the healing process.
Guess you could say that.
Though there are other ways to grieve, alongside others who share similar experiences, I can offer some group programs.
Dr. Kelly? I should get going. My brother's waiting outside and he can be pretty impatient.
Olivia, grief can manifest in a variety of ways. Even through our perceptions, our minds might create scenarios to help you cope with your loss.
It's not my mind that's the problem. It's this pain in my heart.
Your conversations with your brother, the way you feel his presence, you need to know it's a testament to the strength of your bond.
What do you mean?
Olivia, your brother, he was in the same car accident as your parents.
No.
The way you've held on to his memory, the way you still interact with him, it's a tribute to the love you shared.
Why do you never answer my calls?
I'm sorry, Olivia. Acceptance is the hardest part of loss, but it's also the most important.
It's like you're really here. Like you never left.
Do you remember the time that we went camping out by the lake? Mom forgot the tent and we ended up sleeping under the stars. I was so scared, but you told me that we were like explorers out on an adventure.
I remember. I had to tell you stories all night to keep you from peeing yourself.
Exactly. You have that strength in you, Liv. The strength to face the unknown, even when it's terrifying. Can you play that song? The one Mom and Dad really loved?
soft winds, breeze on by, soft winds, and I would rather die than to see you lonely, 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 alone. And I would rather die than see you lonely, 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 alone. Soft winds, come back. Soft winds, soft winds. Soft winds, fly on by. Soft winds, soft winds.
Oh, you can do this. You can do this. You can do this. Look at you. You disgust me. You're a sorry excuse for a commentator. ESPN, TNT. That's out of your league, buddy. Oh God, who am I kidding? What are you doing here?
Last time I checked, it was a free country.
ESPN didn't work out, huh?
Still living at your mom's place?
You don't even love basketball like I do.
Basketball?
Everyone's a critic. Everyone's a fucking critic.
Tough crowd?
Shut up, Jake.
Well, they do pay me to talk.
Where's the kid?
Willie.
I'm Billy. Billy Blank.
Listen, kid. I don't know what rat's nest you think you crawled out from, but they're like a bunch of hungry piranhas in there, and all they want for dinner is your sweet, supple blood.
Duke, be gone with you.
Go home while you can.
Bye, Duke.
Shut up.
I love you too.
Jake Sonny?
Yes, sir.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, call me Sonny. Nice.
Hi, Mom. No, I'm still waiting. Yeah, it's been a couple hours. Guess who's here?
Yeah. 40 years of experience, what can I do? Oh. Well, thank you. I appreciate your time, and I appreciate you. I hope to get called back.
Yeah.
Hey, take it easy on this guy, all right? He's an old friend.
Billy? Yeah.
Do you have a last name?
Blankman.
Okay.
Nice to-
Yeah, just this way.
Okay.
Come on.
one more.
No, I thought we were done.
Harold, enough.
I am pretty sure 100%
Harold,
we're
enough.
done. Are you kidding me? Our shift ends right now.
Harold, enough. Why don't you have a seat?
What was your name again?
I'm Billy Blankman.
How much do you know about the game?
I know everything there is to know about the game. I mean, I've been a student of it my whole life. I really care about it.
Okay, can you give us a little intro after coming back from a commercial break?
Yeah, sure. Can you count me in, maybe?
Sure. 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to ICCU Arena. The Vandals are up a dozen on Boise State. It's been a great night for Cody Stevenson.
Stop. I can't really hear you. Do you think you could speak up a little bit more?
Yeah, of course I can do that. Welcome back to ICCU Arena. The Vandals are up 13 on Boise State. The Vandals are up.
No, that's not it.
Why don't we do it one more time, Billy?
Okay.
You sure?
One more time is fine.
This will be your last chance. Get it together.
Okay.
Last time, Billy.
Yeah. Okay. So, did I get it?
Yeah, you did great. We'll see you next week.
Thank you. I'm so honored. I mean, I really know everything about basketball. I know all their defensive stats, steals per game, rebounds per game, three-point percentage, free throw percentage. I'm definitely a guy.
Did you say basketball? This isn't for basketball.
What? Back and forth, yet another volley here. And badminton is a game of volleys. I know what it's like for these two athletes to perform while they're being watched. I mean, it really can put a strain on you. Back and forth, not a bad volley here, as he tries to spike, but he just doesn't connect right. Both athletes take their time to reset, and they're back at it. A high serve, it's returned. Man, he just keeps hitting it into his own. I mean, whose side is he on? Anyway, this is brought to you by AT&T. And that's illegal, but there's no ref. Is there even anyone watching this? Am I alone?
So in your forgiveness, in the sheets we talk so tight, we give you nothing, you get nothing but guiding light. You get nothing, me nothing, the flames to fight.
All right, thanks everybody, and we have people in the live feed joining us here. Obviously we're having a little technical difficulties with pocket change, so those filmmakers are in the house, but hopefully we'll try to figure out a Q&A and getting their film shown in a little bit here. But we do have the filmmakers here, a part of the production team for the audition, which we just watched, so if anybody has any questions, come on down, and while you're thinking about that, I'll just start with you two. This is a really interesting production in that it was made in one of our classes during the course of the semester. Could you talk a little bit about what that production process looked like?
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys know Martin and Eve. They're a big part of the jam, what do you call it, classes in the University of Idaho. And one thing that was really refreshing about it is they really wanted us to get our hands dirty, right? I think a lot of the times we get in these film classes and it's all the little meticulous stuff, and they said, all right, what we're going to do is we're going to give you the equipment, because obviously they have their own company, and they just kind of let us use some of theirs. Like, we're going to get you in, we're going to get you filming and acting and all of these things, and by the time so what this film was basically just one big wing it. We didn't have a solid script until we were like halfway through filming, and so I think a lot of us can probably relate to that as video makers, filmmakers, and stuff like that. And so sometimes winging it is just a testament to the great products that we can make. And so yeah, it was great.
All right. If the people in the crowd don't have any questions, I'll keep asking too. I wonder if technically you could talk a little bit. It's a beautiful looking film as well. Some of your favorite shots that you captured here, and in particular, talk a little about the process of getting that nice mirror image shot in our desk in the studio.
Yeah.
And maybe Nick, maybe we want to do that. Yeah.
Well, it's DaVinci Resolve. That's it. It's DaVinci Resolve and LUTs. And fun fact, we use probably the coolest camera I've probably ever, witnessed with my bare eyes. It basically has I think it's called the DJI Ronin, and it has like this rotatable lens. So like those smooth shots you got there are from like the built-in lens. I'm not sure if they're like interchangeable like the DSLRs, but like you can actually like manually rotate the lens. It's basically just like a built-in Steadicam, if you guys know what that is. It basically just kind of keeps the lens still. Is that right? Yeah, pretty much. It just keeps the lens still, like just completely still, like almost without rotation. And there's like multiple types. For Steadicams, I'm using my bare knowledge from middle school. So I mean, yeah. Honestly, it was a really cool set to be on, even though we didn't really have much of a set. We just had the university. I didn't expect it to, be edited like this, but I did expect it to look gorgeous because, let's be fair, it is a gorgeous looking film, and I'm so proud to be a part of it.
All right, well, let's give the filmmakers a big round of applause. And thanks for being here, and we're all mourning the loss of your hair, Nicholas. It was beautiful in there. It's beautiful. So.
It was hard to manage.
All right. Well, thanks for everybody for being part of the live stream. We're going to go ahead and switch back to our next act of short films. So go ahead and get settled in. Thanks.
My name is Dulcimer Doug, and I am the elevator music man. I drove around and there were no open campgrounds that weren't occupied. And here was this flameless, smoky fire with two people huddled around it. They didn't say anything. It was dark. Their fire was not flaming. And so I thought, well, I have some good wood. I'll go back to my vehicle and I'll bring some good wood. Brought that over. And it took quickly, and the fire lit up our faces. They could see me, and I could see them. And I asked them again if I could join with them to camp, and they still didn't answer me. And I thought, well, maybe they don't speak English. I thought, well, I have one more strike. If they don't answer me, I'll have to find another place to camp. And so I went and got my dulcimer and went and played for them. Ode to Joy, which was the only song I'd developed any confidence in playing. Halfway through the song, there was a young lady. She stood up and said, Beethoven, with all the exuberance you could put into a statement like that. And they told me that in Japan, they revere Beethoven, and they have festivals celebrating his music. Proved to me the power of music. It uplifts, it elevates everyone. It's contagious. I play this instrument and have done for the last 9 years. I wasn't very musical back when I was 66 years old, but I feel like my performance has improved some. Well, I was at a gathering, a primitive skills gathering in Rexburg, Idaho. It was cold, and I was looking for a place to shelter, and so I went to the guy. His name was Ray Jacobs. We climbed in the back of his old Toyota pickup. We spent the whole day building a dulcimer. I couldn't play it because after we were finished, we crawled out of there, and I had a playable instrument, but I couldn't play it. And so I took it back to my camp and thought no more about it. Till on Friday, here comes Ray and Shirley, his wife, to my camp and asked me to go for a hike around this beautiful place where we're camped. And he stopped and looked me in the eye, and he says, my wife and I have discussed this at length, and we've decided we'd like you to carry on our legacy of building these dulcimers. And my oldest son, who was in camp, has said, Dad, if you don't do this, you'll regret it the rest of your life. It's hard to build something for others without being able to play it yourself. I was a painting contractor, and before that I was a painter. It was my left hand, and so the left hand was doing all the dunking in the solvents. And it affected the nerves in my hand to a point where my hand wouldn't function. It would actually lock up and go into a spasm and wouldn't open. Even when I looked at it, it wouldn't open. And it slowed my fingers up, because your left hand is the key. That's what's connected to my brain, is that left hand, and it's critical. So I went to our church leader and I asked him that he might give me a blessing, and asked for healing from my hand. And it didn't come, the results. And so when I was asked by my daughter to go to the primitive skills gatherings, that's where I built the dulcimer, and my hand awakened, my nerves reconnected, I guess, and I was able to control my hand in a way that I never dreamed it would. To take over for somebody of their talent and their skill, they had unbelievable skill. So I was a little intimidated by his abilities. Music isn't just playing that, it's also performing for others. And that was, I'm still working on being able to perform without, the nerves and the butterflies that you get from performance. My theme song is Ode to Joy by Beethoven. And there's quite a story behind that. I generally leave out a dulcimer for anybody who wants to play and give it a go. They can pick it up and play. And this young man, I would estimate, was around 10 to 12 years old. He sat down and played Ode to Joy. Wow, that sounds so good on my dulcimer. And he played it so well, I thought, man, I'm gonna learn that, because it was already in my head. I knew what it was. And that gets back to my inner Beethoven. We all have recorded music as good or better than digital in our minds. And whether we use our voice to get that out or an instrument, I believe that people tap into their godlike qualities as being a creator. It's Mandarin, isn't
Yeah, I
it?
speak Mandarin, yeah. Different accent though, different accent than the Chinese people.
Well, I want to hear you sing.
I don't know how to sing.
Oh, man. Everybody
can.
can sing. Sing a primary song.
I'm a child of God.
The Columbia River, the energy that's there is so important to who we are. My doorway is about 15 feet from the river, and knowing that York was there, for me, it's just so gratifying.
York is the first person of African descent to step foot in what would become Portland.
The expedition started in 1803 as far as the Corps of Discovery. They were trying to find a course to the Pacific Ocean. So York, he and Clark grew up together as children. A lot of the indigenous tribes that they encountered perceived York as being the leader. They called him Big Medicine, which was a term that meant he was just really incredible.
They would never have been able to go through any of the Indian country without him in Sacagawea.
Yet at the same time, it was suppressed, because that would have been totally empowering to slaves at the time.
Because he was a slave, they used his labor, but they didn't really give him any credit.
And he needs to be recognized, just like Lewis and Clark. My name is Angela Hill. I'm the alpha child of Baba Obi Hill, my elder.
One thing about history is documentation. That's one of the reasons we're here today. The whole Lewis and Clark affair, it was based on journals. Two people writing down everywhere they went and what they saw.
My father have always expressed the importance of returning to your past and knowing your history.
My name is O.B. Hill, and I've lived in Portland since 1948 on Memorial Day, entered Portland after the Vanport flood. I learned about York at Portland State University. In about 2007, I decided to do a project called Let's Read, Walk, and Talk. We began going around looking at these various monuments. At Lewis and Clark College, they had a statue of York, Mount Tabor.
Love and unity, not to replace a white man with a black man.
The York statue in Mount Tabor was found torn from its pedestal. Portland Parks and Rec decided to keep the statue, but has had issues with vandalism.
It's as if we're objects of destruction. We've experienced hostility, white supremacy, racism.
Recognition is very important. Looking through a book about the origins of the names of different streets in the city, I saw York Street. I was not even aware that there was a York Street. And so I said, well, I'm gonna go over there. Resolution number 36070. Direct that Northwest York Street is named for York William Clark's servant in honor of his role in the Lewis and Clark expedition, May 22nd, 2002. Even since the resolution, there are no sidewalks on the street. The street has been left out of history like a lot of other things. It led me to talking to a number of people.
I think we could start off by just sharing why we're here and kind of where things are at.
Obi and I have mutual friends. We got closer as we got older. I thought of him as being a person that looks to the future and trying to make it better, and so I admire him. My name is Wilma Alcock, and I moved here from Kansas in 1943. I love Portland, but sometimes I don't like the way we handle things.
This community of black people has been moving from one area of the city to another ever since I've been here. There is no stability.
African Americans have experienced discrimination and displacement in many forms.
We moved to a housing project on Swan Island. We moved to St. John's Woods.
The Fremont Bridge, that's when our whole community was decimated.
The highway construction.
And then the urban renewal came in and put the Memorial Coliseum in.
The entire black community has been excavated and erased as if it never existed. I've moved about 10 times in my life here in Portland.
Were most of those moves forced upon you?
Yes.
For you to see it just destroyed, almost like a bomb went off, it does something to your psyche. It just does.
As an urban planner, I began to really see zoning was put in place so only a few people could afford to purchase these single-family dwellings. They did restrict certain races from buying these homes, and it was very targeted towards immigrant groups, African Americans. They're missing out on that multi-generational wealth creation.
And I myself own 3 homes, but through discriminatory practices and circumstances, I lost everything.
A lot of people think that it's just a building, but a building means something when it's your home, and a neighborhood means something when it's your family.
One of the ideas that came out of the York Work Group is affordable housing. This lot over here is available. If that could be purchased, housing could be placed there. The other thing that was talked about was a museum. The York project could be the first beginning of a stable area where maybe 50 years from now, there would still be black people living there.
We are hopefully sometime soon planning to meet with the property owners. We've already had discussions with the city, and they said they could support very small parts of the York Village concept. We're kind of just gonna try and figure things out on our own.
York Village would give us a place to call home, a place to congregate and not feel like you're being watched. We want to feel safe.
It's important to have a central place to honor Oregon's rich black heritage.
I just feel compelled as an African American to be able to tell these stories.
If we don't tell the story, who will?
It's lost.
That's it.
I'm interested in getting 3 generations together and seeing York Village become a reality. Anyone interested in that, feel free to contact me.
Next. Next. Hello, Omar.
Hello.
You've just died, Omar. I am here to guide you to the afterlife.
I've died? How did I die?
Car accident. Tragic. To put this simply, the afterlife is a place of complete and total bliss and peace. It cannot be disturbed. I am reading that you have some undealt with traumas from your lifetime. So in order to move on, your soul has to be at peace with these events. And then you can proceed. Okay? So you are gonna go through that door and you should find what you need. All right, next.
Alda? Hey, Alda.
Hello.
You can talk.
Indeed. I'm Alda, your afterlife digital assistant.
What else can you do?
My primary function is a memory viewer, taking you to your key life moments.
Oh, wow. That's incredible.
Shall we begin? I forgot to warn you of the off-putting landing.
Oh, did you now?
Your first day at a new school.
Why are we here?
According to my files, this was a formative time in your life.
What else do your files say?
I'm reading feelings of doubt, self-hatred, deep loneliness, and an increasing fear of rejection.
Stop. I've got enough. I don't hate myself.
Yes, you do. I check my files. Fear of rejection. Fear of rejection.
Hate myself.
Fear of rejection.
Hate myself.
Let's move on.
Sit up straight.
Sorry.
And fix your collar you've got. Just a little bit.
I got it.
No, this is exactly what I was telling myself about earlier. I can't keep doing this. And all I've ever wanted to do is support you. But for years now, I've been going out of my way. And now you rely on me in a way that is just so taxing. And I keep waiting for you to stand up for yourself, but you never do. And so now everyone just walks all over you all the time, including me. And I can't keep going through with it. We have to break up.
Give me another chance to fix this.
What? No, Omar.
No, come on.
You
Let me
can't
try
just...
something, anything. Let me take my place in the memory.
That's not how it works. You can't just...
Start again.
Straighten your back.
My back is straight.
Okay, but you need your collar fixed, don't you? It's
No, I can do it myself.
I swear you're helpless.
I don't need your help with everything, Nina. I can do these things for myself.
Excuse me?
You're coddling me.
What the hell are you even talking about? And where is this attitude?
Nina, look, no, I didn't mean it like that.
I am the one.
No, let's start this all over. And I think we should start a family.
Excuse me? Where is this coming from? You can't just spring this up on me out of nowhere.
No, we've talked about... Nina, I've given it some thought.
We need to break up.
This can't be happening. Nina, you've made me the happiest man since we...
You okay?
I would love to make you the happiest woman in the world, and I just... Nina, would you please marry me?
Yeah, are you serious?
Yeah, I'd be a wonderful father, and you'd be a wonderful...
I think we need to break up. No. I think that we need to break up.
Take me to a happier memory, please.
Does not include.
I'm happy.
Does not.
I'm
Does not.
This was not a scheduled visit. Let's continue to the final memory. This is after you split with Nina.
What happened?
You don't move from this position for the next 8 hours.
You skip around a little. I don't want to watch this. Oh, Jesus. Just wanted to fix what happened.
The function of the memory viewer is only to view the memories, Omar, not change the outcomes.
Can I try the restaurant one more time? Just for me?
Sit up straight and straighten your its
Nina,
gut.
I know you've had something on your mind.
Yeah, actually, there's been something I've been meaning to say. I really love you.
You're right. I've built this dependency on you, and you've carried my whole weight this whole time. I can't imagine how hard it must have been for you to take a step back and not worry about me, but I can take care of myself.
Next.
her world. Heard out that's the old BBM to search so many infinity. In the worst and disease and there's no wrong. See, that's from her. Yeah, well, we were big now with Billy Bend, in her mouth. Easy and Myrtle. And the air was big up. Was in there and it was off. Which had a lot. So now I'm now and then it got sealed with octel. No woman is there now. I'm better off than her.
quotidien, c'est sur Terre.
All right, we're here for the Q&A for our next act of films. We have with us some filmmakers, so the director of Next, Amin, and the director of Wildlife, Andrew. So I'll go ahead and start with the first question. I'll start with you, Amin. I wonder if you could just talk a little bit about the genesis of this project and kind of where this idea came from and how you developed the script.
I think it's been such a long time. It's actually kind of hard to remember exactly how I was coming up with this, but I was taking these fun ideas that I really liked from like The Good Place, where they're restarring these like simulations of different moments in your life, and then I was just thinking of, I initially wrote it to like draw from some of my own experiences, and then it became a lot less of that as I kept going on, but that was definitely something that I had in the beginning to start with, and so it was just kind of that kind of idea that I ran with.
Richard, did you want to ask a question?
So this is first for Amin, and I'll have a question for, Andrew? Yes. So Amin, what was the hardest to portray emotionally in your film? Because I think your film goes a lot into the experiences we have as people, but for you yourself, that you found the most difficult to write or direct?
I think what I found the most difficult was a racial element, and I found it so difficult I actually just dropped it entirely, which might be a cop-out of an answer, but I had a hard time. We had a really, I think, fun day shooting with the kids, and it was really simple for my DPs to get what I wanted, because all I needed them to do was just follow the kids playing around, because I knew what I wanted to do to edit it. And I had this one shot where I had the kids saying something that was pretty racially charged, and I ended up dropping it entirely because I didn't like how I was executing it, and I knew it was hard when I was writing it in the first place. And so what I found the most difficult was something that I just got rid of entirely. I don't know if anything else stands out as much as something that a key part that I got rid of as I kept going along in my process.
Yeah, and Andrew, I'm wondering if you could talk a little bit too about kind of the origins of your project as well. I mean, watching it, it's very striking. We have these ideas around what wildlife photography is supposed to be, and I wonder if you could talk about like your approach to how you're thinking about that in your film here.
Yeah, definitely. So I initially set out to make a film just about desert tortoises. I had this great herpetologist in Tucson who took me out to go find the tortoises, and on the way out there, I didn't realize this, but like the cacti are literally everywhere. So we're like running up the side of the mountain trying to get these desert tortoises, and my sound person's falling all over the place, sound equipment's hitting cacti, it's just a mess, my camera overheats. And so I just get a couple really good succinct shots of these tortoises and not much else, and I kind of have to figure out during my next few days here in Tucson, how can I piece this together and make a film out of it? And I decided that that kind of was the film, like the process of going into these animals' habitats and kind of like aggressively filming them. Like, what does that really mean? What does that really look like? So it's almost like a behind-the-scenes meta look at what wildlife filmmaking is in a way.
Hey, the sound in your film is really cool. I was kind of just wondering what the inspiration was for that sort of like some of the otherworldly like sounds that were there, and what the process was like for that, how those sounds are actually created.
Yeah, thanks. It was a mix of like actual diegetic sounds that I filmed on location, like birds chirping and stuff that I just kind of cut up in really weird ways. And then I had a score person at MSU who kind of did this score for me that was very much kind of like a typical wildlife score. So I cut that up and edited it and made it sound really bizarre and kind of used it to try to hook people in and grab attention at certain points. And then freesound.org is like the best resource ever. I mean, I take those sounds and I remix them to hell, and I think my two big inspirations for this one were Jonathan Glazer's Under the Skin. Like, there's a lot of really, really trippy sound effects, especially in the first quarter of that movie, I'd say. And then 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yes, and for Andrew, you kind of touched on this a little bit, I guess. Are you from Montana is my question. I have a follow-up for that. So what persuaded you to do this in Arizona as opposed to Montana, and do you think that there is a parallel in themes that you could do between Arizona and Montana wildlife?
That's a really interesting question. I always gravitate back towards Arizona. I'm not from there, and I'm actually from Rhode Island originally, so like no connection other than school to Montana really. But I went down to Arizona when I was like 19 or 20, so like 5 years ago now, and I just felt really spiritually connected to the place, spiritually connected to the history of the place, and then I realized that it's not just a spiritual connection so much as a scientific connection. You can see the layers of history that are built there, like the condors, for instance, like these animals that have existed for like 12 million years on the planet, and they're still existing with us, but they're slowly dying out. And when you can see different layers of time and you can capture it like past, present, future, all in one, I think that's a really good documentary.
Hey, I have another question for Amin. Your sound design and visual effects, especially during the playground sequence, are really striking. I was just hoping you could talk a little bit about your methodology there, or what your ideas were, I guess.
Hey, I gotta start with my music. Shout out to both Eric and Alex who are here today, who were super duper important for the music for the film. And so what we did for that scene was we had this like really awful setup that actually like turned out better than it should have, where we couldn't plug in the keyboards, and so we were just putting a microphone over the keyboard like this, and then just like recording the sounds that come out of it. And we recorded 3 different layers of synths, and for when things like get a little choppy in the edit, Eric and I cut up little sections of it, and we put an effect called Brain Ball, which shout out Premiere Pro for a really good effect, because it made it just sound really glorpy, for lack of a better word. And it just gave it this like bounce that worked really well. And so we went back and forth between that, and then I just kind of transition it back to the regular score, and then I add all of these vocal chops from what Alda's lines were, and I'm putting different vocal effects on them, and I'm changing the volume, and I'm making it all robotic and stressful. And so it was a lot of fun, and I call that scene like my Fruity Pebbles section, because all my timeline just looks like a bunch of colors that is just like a whole mess of sounds and nonsense just all thrown together. But it was a really fun scene to edit.
All right, any more questions in the house for our filmmakers? All right, why don't we give them a big round of applause? And everybody settle in for act number 3.
Dude, check it. You think she's hot? Bro, that one. Yeah, you think the curtains match the drapes? Bro! Fuck, dude! What the? Dude, check it. You think she's hot? Bro, that one? Yeah, kind of bad. You think the curtains match the drapes? Bro! Fuck, dude! What the fuck? Watch it. Kids these days, bro, fucking reaching for a penny. Fucking stupid shit. Dude, I don't even fucking know.
Hi, I'll just get a large Americano and I'll grab the person behind me too.
Jesus fuck, Baker.
Look at my nails! I got them done for formal tonight. They're gonna look so good with the dress. And you're gonna help pay for them? That is so kind of you. What's up?
Max is sick again. This is all I have to help.
Hey, one time's good. We could have a bake sale.
You know how to bake.
Good point. What about a lemonade stand?
Yeah, if we sell them for $15 a cup.
We could run a carnival game. You know, one of those scammy ones that's impossible to win. Cup game?
What you guys got going on here?
It's for charity. The money goes to,
Animal shelter to feed the hungry strays. It's very sad.
I'll give it a go. Left.
Hey, don't stress, man. You get another guess.
Let's go middle. It's gotta be. What? The fuck?
Hey, man, you can't.
What?
Do that.
Yo.
Get a load of this. He really couldn't remember the code to get into his own house. Seriously, you'd think a nice fraternity would have better security than that. What are you gonna do, break in? Robin?
Baker.
Uh-huh. See how that works out for you.
This is Eric McAllister.
Okay.
No, me and all the guys are out for the night.
No.
Can you guys send someone out there? Like right away. Thank you. Dude, hey, dude, I think that someone broke into the fucking house. I just got a call from security. Dude, we have to go now. Bro, can you even drive?
Baker, now is not the time.
Bitch!
Hello?
Are you crazy?
What? You told me to go for it.
Eric is on his way right now to get out of the
Hey, girl.
So I was wanting to ask you, is Tiger your real name?
Yeah, Tiger is my name, but in Thai it's Sua. But Sua is hard to pronounce, so we say Tiger because it's easier for American to say.
I got you. And you're from Bangkok, right?
Yes, most Thai people in America are from this way. Most Thai people in America are from Bangkok. My family own business in Thailand. They own a grocery store.
Shoot, I can't find my key.
Do you think we left it back at the bar? We could always go check.
No, I hear it. I think it's in one of my pockets.
Pockets, lots of pockets.
Mm-hmm.
Tiger, do you know her? Do you know her?
Huh?
Please tell me you can see her.
You can see her.
What do you mean? Yes, I can see her.
You see the woman standing right there.
Yes, I can see her. I asked you first. What, do you know her?
Oh my god. Calm down. I can explain.
Explain what? I don't think I should be here. So is she a ghost?
Yes.
Yes. Why? Why are we being so nonchalant about a fucking ghost? Why?
In my culture in Thailand, we have ghosts everywhere, and she is a ghost of someone that died near a tree, and then she haunt it. So a white woman died in Thailand, and now she is a Thai ghost. We call Nang Mai. They are ghosts that like live in tree, and if you see her, you buy her a dress.
Why is she here?
I don't know. I bought her the dress, and she fly with me from Thailand to America, and now she live in my tree outside my apartment, and I see her, and it's very annoying.
I mean, yeah, but she doesn't like slam doors or move things around the house at weird hours or possess.
No.
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 Then I guess what's the problem? Maybe she needs something else from you. Do you need anything else from him?
I already asked her that, and she doesn't talk or understand English.
Oh, ask her in Thai. Huh? I'm just trying to help.
คุณต้องการอะไร คุณต้องการอะไรจากผมอีกเหรอ
So she does need something. Ask her if she wants a new dress.
Huh? What?
Just fucking do it.
คุณอยากได้ชุดใหม่เหรอ
See?
I will order her the dress. Amazon, Temu, and
Isn't it supposed to be somewhere specific?
she need Thai dress, but they're expensive. หลายตังค์
You bought this dress instead of one from your own culture?
She's dead. Why would she
Just
need to
order
wear
her
a
the fucking Thai dress. Just order the dress.
ผีเรื่องมากนางโง่ผีฝรั่งด้วยเสือกอยากได้ชุดไทยทำให้ขี้บ่นหรือผู้หญิงไม่งั้นขี้บ่นอย่างเงี้ยเงาเสียตังค์ได้แม่งเองเฮ้ย
ค
Oh, shit. I didn't know you were here yet.
Got here a little bit before you.
Have you started writing anything yet?
Honestly, no. It's been freaking me out a little bit, at least doing research alone.
Oh, so you believe in it?
Believe in what?
Believe that there's other people that look like us?
I'm not sure what I believe in. I swear the thing's broken. It keeps on playing.
Is Tessa still gonna show up?
I hope so.
I bet you do.
I hope she shows up for professional reasons.
I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick, man.
All right.
Yo, what are you doing?
Thought I heard something. Are you fucking with me?
What are you talking about?
Forget it.
Okay.
Tessa's here. I'm gonna go let her in.
Well, have fun with that.
I guess.
Still I feel the thrill of your tongue.
Yo, is everything cool out here? Hey Derek, is everything cool? Did you not grab Tessa?
I forgot.
Okay. Yo, bro. She wasn't out there. Yo.
You both know about Willa and myself and our plans and hopes. I want nothing any more than to bring an engagement ring back to Pasadena to give to Willa. May I? Please let me know. I'll be as eagerly awaiting to hear from you.
Maybe that was love blinding me. Maybe that was, as I said, never having been down that path before, never having been unfaithful before, having only been married once, having been with the same person since I was a young person, all of that.
This is a letter that for a long time I've wanted to write, but never before have I felt in any position to do so.
Society unfortunately puts it in black and white terms. A marriage that ends in divorce is a failure. A marriage that stays together is successful. And that's not true. It's true in a lot of situations. Is it true across the board? Of course not.
We are agreed on all things that are basic for married happiness. We want the same things out of marriage and from life.
Well, I just was wanting to have some dialogue. I kind of realized we haven't really talked about this before, but I just wanted to know why you guys had the affair.
There's no answer I can give you that can justify that. I made this choice because I knew there would be pain. There's no way to say, like, I did this knowing that that wouldn't happen, or knowing that it was going to be to this extent.
Each of us seems to make up a part of the other, a most important thing.
For a long time, I accommodated, I wasn't selfish and didn't think of myself. This was one of the first times that I thought of myself and I was selfish.
seen my folks separate, and I know the sorrows that accompany such a tragedy.
There will be pain involved with relationships, right? And so does that mean never get in relationships? Of course not, right? You know?
As you no doubt know, Willa and I are very much in love with each other and want nothing more dearly than to get married.
I got to a point where I realized I needed to be loved a certain way, and unfortunately I wasn't being loved that way.
Of course, there have been disagreements and unpleasant things, as well as all the happy times and experiences we have had together. All in all, I think there is no doubt we both know each other exceedingly well.
Everyone's divorce experience is totally different and separate to their own. I'm just telling you the truth from my side.
At present, your permission is the most important thing to us. I'm positive that our marriage would be a success, or I'd not even consider it.
Dear Mom, Dad, my sweet little brother. I don't exactly know where to begin. I think I have to start by saying I am sorry. I don't mean to put any of you through pain, but I have never been in so much pain in my life. I never expected Indy to die, especially by her own choice. I really hadn't ever thought about how anyone, especially someone I thought I knew so well, could be gone in a moment's notice. I can't decide if I am more angry or sad, and I think it's because I'm scared. She's really gone. I'm scared to leave Indy alone. I just can't let her be a lonely ghost.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, honey. How are you?
I'm good. I am at the convenience store.
Nice. What are you there for? I'm excited to read your new paper. Did you find time to start it?
Yeah, I'm just here for medicine because I have some really bad period cramps. But no, I haven't started on it yet, but I will when I get home.
Good. I'm glad you're getting medicine to help with the pain. Well, I'll let you get back to your night, but tell Indy I said hi.
Yeah, I'll tell her.
I love and miss you, sweet pea.
I love you too.
Mom, I am so sorry I didn't tell you what Indy had done on the phone. I know her mom wanted me to be the one to tell you, but I just couldn't have you worrying about me. Not tonight. When Indy's mom gave me the call earlier today, the majority of me died instantly. I think I went to get the pills without even really knowing what I was doing. I never wanted my fate to match that of someone else's, but I can't keep feeling like this. I hope you all understand. Please, please understand. You know what feels the most off? Being in a home that has yet to be impacted by such despairing news. With all of this being said, I want you all to know that you did nothing wrong. There were no signs to see. I have come to this decision by myself and for myself because being alone causes me to be lonely, and that is something I cannot live with. I love all three of you with everything I have. And once more, I am sorry. Please forgive me. Love, Lively.
My sweet best friend. This could be the wrong thing to do. I don't want to hurt you or anyone who cares about me. I swear I never planned on my life ending this soon. I think I felt a ripple effect begin so quickly that I couldn't get out before it was too late. Well, by now, my time has come and gone. I hope I'm no longer in pain. This life had so much to offer, and yet it has taken so much from me. I tell myself that to exist is to die, and to die is to feel alive. I know that is not true, but it's the way I can justify this. I'm sorry this is the way my journey ends, but no, not for you. I want you to know that I am not lonely, but I am the ghost watching over you. I love you. Stay right where you are and continue to live for me. Love, Indy.
Dear me, I chose to stay because I learned that human connections don't necessarily have to be physical. Indy was wrong. To die is not to feel alive, but instead to feel alive is to live fully. Just because Indy is alone in the afterlife, that doesn't make her a lonely ghost. We still and will always have each other, and for that we are each one less lonely ghost.
Hey, girl. Thanks so much. Oh? Oh. You sure you can't make it? I mean, it's, you know, my big 21 after all. I wanted all my friends to be there. Hey, are you all right?
Yes.
Are you okay?
Oh, I've never been better. You're it, just so you know.
What are you talking about?
Like a game of tag. You're it. I tagged you, you're it. Now you have to go find someone else to tag. No tag backs. I was it for 2 years. Did you hear me? That was the hardest 2 years of my life. No one talks to you anymore. No one goes near you. No hugs, no high fives, no nothing.
You know, this all kind of sounds stupid. Now I just think you're crazy.
There are bigger problems now. I hope you tag someone faster than I did.
Hi there. Dude, all right?
Listen, I said no backsies. I can't be it again.
No backsies? What is that, some set in stone rule?
It's kind of just an honor thing, you know? You don't want to tag someone who's already been it.
I'm not trying to tag anybody else. This ends with me, okay? I'm gonna be the last one. All right?
You want to end it?
I don't want anyone else to feel this loneliness.
Maybe you're the one. There are rumors, whispers, prophecies. People speak about someone who wants to end the game, it. I think I know someone who can help you. He actually tagged me.
Okay, then let's get going.
When we go to him, will you put in a good word for me? I think he's really cool and I want to be his friend.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Light. You dare enter into my presence with the new it?
Hey, Donnie, there's someone I'd like you to meet. This is
Jennifer Hyde Pierce.
I presume.
It's Jenny, actually. How did you know?
I know things, Jenny. Please, have a seat.
Hey, Donnie, it's been a while.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention this earlier, but I do like your haircut.
Oh, really?
Did he tell you to say that?
No,
Why are you here?
Well, pretty sure it's obvious now, but you know, I'm it.
Damn, bro, that's tough. I don't really know what you want me to do about it. You should probably tag someone.
Also, you know, my birthday today.
What? It's your... Donnie.
You tagged her on her birthday?
Donnie, I swear I didn't know.
What's wrong with you?
I swear, it's not like she was carrying a birthday cake.
Okay. I just can't really believe you right now. It's a bit controversial, but I think the situation warrants it. Backsies.
No, Donnie, no.
Tag him.
No.
I'm giving you permission. Tag him right now.
No, I just got rid of
Give her your hand. Raise your hand, Jason. Raise it. Good, Jason. Tag him, Jennifer.
No.
You dare defy me?
Yeah, the whole situation is just bullshit.
Well, there is no other way. It's the way tag's been played for centuries. Someone's it, and then someone else is it. It's how you play the game.
He's been it for so long. It's a terrible feeling.
Tag him. Tag him now.
If tagging is the only way that this is gonna end, then I'm just not gonna do it.
No, he's right.
No, shut up! Sorry. Look, if you guys can't help me, you know, get rid of this without tagging somebody, then can you guys help me out with something else? I mean, I guess what I'm trying to say is, do you guys have any friends?
There's just one guy, but you wouldn't know him.
I got like cousins and stuff. Like, got some boys.
Are you guys doing anything tonight?
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna like sit up here. So, no, not really. Free.
Happy birthday, dear Jennifer. Happy birthday to you.
All right. So just as always, if you have any questions from the house, why don't you go ahead and come down and queue up here? But in the meantime, we'll get started. Why don't we, unless we're having too much fun here, why don't we start with One Less Lonely Ghost and work our way down. I want you to talk a little bit about the inspiration for the story and kind of the genesis of this project.
Okay, my name is Madison. I'm the writer and director of One Less Lonely Ghost. Thank you guys. Okay, so suicide and mental health has always been really important to me. I lost my friend back in 2019, and it kind of like changed the course of my life, and it led me to filmmaking. So I kind of wanted to play with that a little bit. After she passed away, a year later, a good friend of hers passed away because he couldn't handle the grief. So I kind of wanted to show that you can always choose to stay, even if you lose friends or if life is hard. It's not going to be pretty, it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. So, yeah.
Just talking about what prompted the script and the origins of the story.
Well, this was a script that I wrote my very first semester of college for the purpose of creating it and like making it into a film. So I just wrote like a script that I could visualize easily, that I could do on campus with a little crew and a little budget. It's more just like a diary of my experience in college and being a filmmaker and the vibes. The story is not really that important. It's just fun to watch and to look at and to make, so.
Hi, I'm Richard. So my film was kind of I've been writing a feature-length script for a while. Originally, I'm from Thailand. My dad is visiting from Thailand in the back. He's raising his hand. But I grew up in the United States too, and I grew up watching movies and really loving movies, and I feel like untapped horror, which everyone knows horror kind of reflects a lot of human fears and their emotions that they don't generally materialize into themselves, but project on other things. I thought Thai ghosts were something that is that wasn't properly represented, because everyone knows like Korean ghosts and J-horror, but I feel like Thai ghosts is an untapped realm, so I've been writing a script about that, and my job requires me to work around the sports season, and in January I called up Brooklyn, Amin, Reef, various other people who I'm forgetting in this crowd, and we decided to like shoot a little short excerpt from it, so this is just kind of a reflection of that.
I don't know, what was our film? What was the process of this one?
So kind of like the audition, we also worked with Martin and Eve, who were our professors for the course. And yeah, right, they deserve some applause. Day one, we just went outside and started messing around with shots in the Arboretum right next to the admin building. And then from there, we decided we wanted to do horror, and that developed into Tag, and that's kind of where we went into. I think we got our script a little bit faster than the audition, so we kind of got it put together a little bit faster, but it turned out really well, and I'm happy with it, so.
So before we move on to the next questions, I've been told by the house crew that if anyone tried to use the QR code for the audience choice on the screen, it was not functional. So you have to use the QR code on the program itself. So make sure everyone gets a chance to vote. I'd also like to ask all of the groups a similar question to you. What was the hardest scene or shot you had, and what were some of the challenges that you had to overcome to do that?
So the one where our sweet Erin, sitting over here, who is our lively, was walking down the hall to the dining room table. I think we did 13 shots of that one because we just wanted to make sure it was really steady, and it was kind of an older house that we shot in. So there was a lot of holes in the floor and like bumps that we had to work around. So it took a long time, but our crew was really amazing and really patient with us, and we got the shot that we wanted that you guys saw. So that was great.
I'm thinking of maybe the car shots, just because the whole time we were absolutely fighting the sun, and then we accidentally erased one of the SD drives after a shoot day one time. But it was fine. We just shot the next day, and the lighting was even better. So it was a blessing in disguise. It was a happy accident.
The hardest shot was probably the opening shot. I don't know if anyone recognizes 6th Street, but it's a pretty big road in Moscow. And yeah, I was just trying to hear Brooklyn, who was directing, and she was yelling from like 100 feet away, and neither Zach nor I could hear the cue. So that was probably the hardest. It took like 7 or 8 takes with that. So yeah.
I mean, the hardest shot for me personally was probably the kneeling down next to him consistently. We did that take about, I don't know, 10? 20? Yeah, 20 some odd times. I just know that my knees felt like I was 80, and it really sucked.
And I was leaning against that tree for like an hour, so my neck was killing me. But since you said that scene, I think the hardest technically was when Alex was up on like the moving stairs. He's right in the back. Yeah, give him some applause. Give Alex some applause. We had 2 people underneath the camera frame. One of them was Abby. The other one was Ethan or Kevin. But they like spun it around so many times just underneath the camera frame. And we had an insane setup for that, but it turned out great and I liked it. Yeah.
All right, I wanted to maybe put one more question to Maddie and Richard in particular, and thinking about, these are both stories that are very drawn from your personal lives and personal experiences, and I'm wondering if you could reflect on a little bit about the difficulties or opportunities of trying to mine your own personal experiences into something cinematic to share with everybody.
Yeah, so there was a lot of tears. I think there was tears throughout the whole process. Writing the script, I love writing scripts. It's what I love to do and what I want to do. So I've written a lot, but nothing this personal. So writing it, I just sat in my room all alone, half in the dark if I was writing at night, and I just wrote everything that came to mind, and then you got the script that you saw up there. And then shooting was tough. There was a lot to do, so there was not a lot of tears shed then because it was constantly day in and day out, we're just shooting. And then post, I edited it with my best friend Alyssa, and we cried every single time the credits started. So it was really emotional, but I think that I knew I wanted the story to be told, and I just hope it helps people. So I knew that I was hopefully going to do good. So coming out of that, it was worth all the tears and all like the kind of torment that I went through a little bit. But yeah.
I think for me, the hardest part was trying to convey at the time, like a 40-page script into 10 pages or less. And I'm one for dialogues, or yapping as Zoomers call it. So a lot of that was cut, but I think ultimately I wanted to reflect on my experiences growing up in 2 different cultures, and especially I know it is kind of a privilege to grow up in 2 different cultures, and I kind of want an audience to be able to experience at least some kind, whether verbally or through the frame, how that is. And obviously that's a bit difficult. I don't know if you guys noticed, but Moscow's probably like 97% not me, or yeah. So it was a bit difficult. So some things had to be changed, whether that was during shoot or casting or in post-production. But ultimately I wanted to just show my experiences growing up multiculturally and try to come out of a slump that I've kind of been stuck in with, like this constant, because my job primarily is video editing and I do a lot of that, and so it's easy to fall in that slump. So I wanted to get out of it, but to get the motivation to do that was through a personal experience that I felt like I wanted to tell and share, so.
All right, well, big thanks to all of you and your whole teams for finishing these films and sharing these stories with us. So let's give a round of applause for the filmmakers and for everybody in Act 3. awards for the films. Will, would you bring me that bag? We do, courtesy of one of our lovely sponsors, the Moscow Co-op, we have is Elena Crust. Get back up here, Elena. All right, congratulations and thanks to our sponsors at the co-op there. So we're gonna go ahead and give out some of our awards. We have a variety of categories tonight, some for particular filmmaking processes and then some for categories of films. So the first award that we're gonna be giving out tonight is for Best Sound. And it goes to Wildlife. Directed by Andrew Mott, score by Ethan Kelly, sound recording by November Katsaris and Andrew Mott. So Andrew's here, so take a wave for us, Andrew. Where'd you go? Hey, there he is. All right, congratulations. Okay. Our next award is going to go to Best Actor. And as a reminder, most of these awards are chosen by our judges. So Aaron Hester, One Less Lonely Ghost. These awards are chosen by our panel of illustrious judges who comprise of regional filmmakers and some of our alumni. Up next, Best Editing goes to Picnic, written and directed by Grayson Bayer. And our final skills category tonight, Best Cinematography, goes to The Audition, produced by Jam 275 Section 2 with their instructors, Nicholas Barkin, Laura Barlow, Drew Cotton, Willie Gibbs, Jay Gel Dirks, Martin McGreevy, Emily Vega, and Eve Weston. Okay. Our next set of awards are going to go to some of our different categories. We're going to do a student film category first, and this one actually has a runner-up that the judges want to call out, and that is the runner-up in the best student film is In My Dreams, written and directed by Jacob Burnham. All right, which leaves our best student film, which goes to Candy Cadet, directed by Jasmine Stewart of the DigiPen Institute. All right, and the best overall film chosen by our panel of judges goes to, could I get a drum roll? You're It! Produced by Jam 275, Section 1 and instructors, Alex Bloom, Elena Crust, Isaac Daniels, Kevin Finnegan, Seth Graham, Andy Lambs, Tanner Menti, Martin McGreevy, Ethan Moss, Giselle Garcia Murillo, Abby Rosenthal, Sam Strickland, Eve Weston, and Logan Swenson. Woo, that's a mouthful. All right, we do have one more award to give out tonight, the illustrious Audience Choice Award. Please welcome Professor Caitlin Cieslik-Miskimen, who is delivering the envelope for the Audience Choice Awards based on your voting. And the Audience Choice Award at the 2024 KINO Short Film Festival goes to One Less Lonely Ghost, written and directed by Maddie Tim, producer Alyssa Peck, producer Kennedy Fitzgerald. All right. Congratulations to all our award winners, and a big round of applause for you all for celebrating film late into the night. Thank you for being here, and that concludes the KINO Short Film Festival. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen.